Well, hello. Today is Friday, February 9th. We haven't got as much snow as we're supposed to have gotten at this point. I think we probably have maybe 3 inches, but it's still snowing. It's supposed to snow all day. But I don't want my meeting to be canceled tomorrow. So I'm hoping that it'll calm down a little bit. First off, somehow I missed a birthday. I can't believe it. And I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this last name, but it's Sue, Tsnbjj, and her birthday was on the 4th. And so I'm just going to sing to you, Sue. I'm not going to say your last name or the last initials because I wouldn't even begin to sing, but I wouldn't even be able to begin to pronounce it. I don't know how to do it. So anyway, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sue. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Happy birthday to you. Well, I hope it was a good birthday at least. I'm sorry I forgot it. Looked at my calendar and it wasn't in there. Are you sure you gave it to me? You probably did. I just didn't write it down. Sorry. Anyway, I was reading Oprah's book again, and so I picked up some little notes that I wanted to share with you. The very first thing we want to ask ourselves, why do we want to lose weight? All of us have a reason why we want to lose weight. I want to lose weight because my family has a history of heart disease, liver disease, cancer, diabetes. I think most families all have those same, precursors or cursors or whatever. But I want to get healthy. I really do. I've been very fortunate my whole life. My cholesterol has always been way under 200. My blood pressure's always been, well, I take blood pressure medication. So with the medication, it's always been under control. My sugar has always been like right in the range it's supposed to be. I haven't been diagnosed with a fatty liver, although I don't understand how that's possible that I haven't. I have no sugar issues, but just because I've had a good life so far, I can't predict how the future's going to be, and if I don't lose some weight, that's it. Another reason is I want to be around for my grandchildren. I want to attend my grandchildren's weddings. I want to hold a great-grandchild at least one. David's 16, so if he had a baby within the next 10 years, it's feasible. I could still have one. But like my youngest is 15, is 5. And in 20 years, he'll be 25. So that in 20 years, I'll be 87. I'd like to still think I'm around kicking so I could hold a baby then. It might not be in my future, but it's my goal. So anyway, some people think that if they lose weight, it'll validate them. People will respect them more. People will welcome you with open arms. I don't know about you, but people that are going to only want to respect me or like me or open me with open arms if I'm thin, I don't need them in my life. The people in my life accept me for who I am. Sure, they would rather I would be a little thinner, not so much for the fact that I would look better, but that I would be healthier. And that's not to say that all thin people are healthy. I understand that. But the odds are that if your body's organs aren't stressing so much because of the extra weight, it only stands to reason that it's going to be easier on your body. It's going to be easier on your joints. And I hope that I don't give the impression that I think that once I'm skinny, I'm going to be the healthiest person on earth. No, I know that thin people have problems too, health problems. But that doesn't mean that I can say, well, even if I'm thin, I could be sick. That's kind of like a silly way of thinking about it. But if the only reason that you want people to like you and respect you and validate you, then go for it. But once you reach your weight, those same people, do you really want them in your life? Because they didn't like you when you were, and not that they didn't like you, I don't want to sound like they didn't like you, but if the only way that they would accept you is if you were thinner, I don't need those kind of people. That's bad energy. I do believe in bad karma and bad energy, and I just think that that's it. But if everyone loves you and respects you, they're going to love you the way you are. My family loves me the way I am. My brother, when he keeps telling us that he's going to give us $100 if we lose weight, probably because he thought it was a safe bet, first of all. But mostly I think it was because he he just wants the best for us. He really does. Not that he has a wife that keeps him in check, so he needs to lose a little bit of weight, but no, by no means is he really, really overweight. But I've been on many, many diets. I've seen this picture here. I'll show you my picture of with my mother. And this is one of the times when I've lost a lot of weight. I know how to lose weight. I think all of us out there, we all know how to lose weight. But do we know how to keep it off? That's the tricky thing, is keeping it off. I've been on so many diets in my life. And I've lost weight. I've lost weight every time. Just before my 40th birthday, I lost probably about 75 pounds. I got almost to Wonderland. I was like 205. And then I just steadily put it back on. I don't know why. I felt, well, I wanted to lose weight before my 40th birthday. Okay, I've lost my weight. And it just creeps up on you just a little bit at a time. And before you know it, I was back over 300 pounds. And so, I didn't really learn how to lose weight. I learned how to lose weight. I didn't learn how to keep it off. With this program, I'm learning how to lose weight and keep it off at the same time. And like I said, I've been successful at so many diets. And I've had really crash diets. The one diet I had right after I had my oldest, Jimmy, I had a bowl of Cheerios and a glass of juice at 12 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock, I had a can of tomato soup. And I did that because with Jimmy, I gained 24 pounds. He weighed 10 pounds. And so I wanted to lose that 15 pounds. And I did lose that 15 pounds. But you know what? As soon as I lost it, I gained it all back because I didn't learn the right way to eat. So I want to stop saying that. Got to stop saying that. If you ask me why I ate, I would always say it's because I love food. Everybody loves food. I mean, who doesn't love food? But there are skinny people that love food, and I shouldn't keep saying skinny. I should say thinner. There's thinner people that love food, but they know how to keep it in control. They know why they eat, when they eat, and where they eat. And I think if you pick up those three things, those three W's, why, when, and where, you'll understand. I always ate standing up or sitting in front of the TV or mindlessly eating. That's when I ate. Why I ate was because I thought that it would solve my problems. If I was doing my budget, I've told you in the past, I'm better now, but I'm terrible with money. I'm just terrible with money. And in our younger years, Jim and I were really bad, and we were really struggling, really, really bad. And it was like robbing Peter to pay Paul. And that was my whole life with my kids growing up. I always wanted my kids to have the best of everything, and my family. And if I had to put it on a credit card, I put it on a credit card. And it just didn't, and when the bills would come in and I'd have to pay them, I'd be stressed, and then I ate. It didn't solve the problem, but it made me feel better just for that hot minute. It really did. But it stays on me as a reminder that, it didn't really solve your issues. Although now, like I said, I'm way better with money. I still have a long way to go. I really do. But I have enough to live on, but I have to stop trying to live beyond my means, if that makes any sense. Once you put money in a savings account, I don't like taking it out, because once you take it out, I'm speaking for myself, it doesn't go back in. So I have to get better at that. But sometimes if you think about it, you'll realize that maybe you just need a hug from somebody, or, you just need somebody to validate you, just accept you for what you are. Stop trying to impress other people. Be who you are. People are going to like you if you give them a chance. They'll see beyond the weight. They'll see the weight first of all. I know they will. People, when I started new jobs and stuff like that, they would look at me and they would see the weight. They would see the outward person of who I presented myself to be. But once they got to know me, I think they realized that I'm not the person that you see. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I do find myself to be a very loving, compassionate person. I don't mean to sound like I'm bragging. I'm just telling you who I think I am. I think I would go the extra mile for anybody. And I think that once you get to know me, you realize that's who I really am. You'll look beyond my weight. A lot of times people think, well, you know what, she's so nice, but if she just was a little thinner. Well, thinner is not going to make me nicer. But deep prayer, deep thought, self-realization, that makes you nicer, not a weight loss. So you have to realize that food is not from, it's not love. It doesn't give you self-acceptance, doesn't give you self-respect, and it doesn't give you the hard-earned truth of you need to know why you eat. I still try to figure out why I eat. I now eat when I'm hungry. Some days I eat a little bit more, some days I eat a little bit less. If I didn't have this channel, I would eat a lot more. I know that. It's just the fact that I have to account for what I'm doing. It keeps me in check. And I watch so many videos. Your comments help me out so much. I get a lot of dislikes. I think it's because I ask for prayer. If people are going to dislike me because I have a faith in God, I don't need you on my channel. I really don't. If you don't like something I said and you give me the dislike button, I have no problem with that. I really don't. I have very thick skin. But tell me what you didn't like so I'll know that I'm doing something to offend you, because the last thing on earth I want to do is offend anybody. And you have to remember that food binges won't fulfill your problems. They're just junk food for your soul. And it's just, you need to find some way to cope with your problems in life. And that doesn't mean that it has to involve food. And don't confuse enjoying a good meal with a failure. I had a good meal on Sunday. I know you're so sick of hearing this, but I had a good meal on Sunday. And I by no means feel that I was a failure on Sunday. Could I have made better choices? Yes, I could have made better choices. But did I deprive myself? No. Did I enjoy myself? Yes. Am I sorry that I ate like I did? No. Could I have chose better? Yes. So, I mean, you can weigh it either way. I could have done better. I could have done worse. I could have done way worse. Last year, I would have done way worse. But this is a plan that I'm staying on for the rest of my life. And I know that I'm not going back up. I'm going to continue going down. And I am going to hit Wonderland this year. That is my goal. I know I'm going to do it. And with all you guys' help, I know I can do it. So I will see you at breakfast. And this will be a two-parter. You guys seem to like them. I don't know why, but okay. I guess you don't mind seeing that much of me. Okay, let's eat breakfast. So I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. My quote is, it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. 25 smart points. It's a 5-point breakfast. 4 points for my half a cup of oatmeal. 1 point for my quarter cup of 2% milk. And 0 for my grapefruit, banana, tea, and water. So it's 5 points. I have 20 points left for the rest of my day. Well, I just wanted to share Sue W.'s good news that her daughter's PATH tests came back negative, all of them. So all of your prayers did work. So thank you so much. I will see you again in part 2.